time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Power Hour live stream, Wednesday, July 23rd. S&P up 42, NASDAQ up 62, Russell up 27, Dow up 452. Gold down 1%, silver pretty flat, notes and bonds a little bit red, 10-year yield up 1%, oil is slightly green, natty gas down about 5.5%. All the grains finished red, euro and the pound are both up about 1/3%. Bitcoin down almost 1%, just over 118,000. VIX, pretty decent contraction today, down 6.5%, currently at 15.42. Let's see. For me today, my BIX, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 tranches. Had a put side fire and it couldn't find a call side to fill, so I closed it out. Minus 1,300 for BIX at this point. Did one Elmo, got stopped on that, so I didn't do any more of those with the price action. Let's see, what else did I do? Day trades. I'm green today. I'm up about 1,500. I still have CoreWeave puts going. By the way, today was a good example. Actually, this whole week, I've taken a lot of losses, but I've been keeping them small. I posted earlier, I had a small loss in Amazon. Earlier today, I had a small loss in Coin, small loss in Tesla, tiny win in TSM. But it's just a matter of time if you cut your losers quick, manage risk around those levels, and then find one that works out, like Coin, and then now CoreWeave is working out, so I'm up $1,500. So that's just kind of part of the deal. A lot of times you're going to have those streaks where you have a bunch of losses, but as long as you keep them small, stay in the game. Then I've got my DDBs, which are profitable. Right between 63.50 and 55 is max profit. So those are looking good so far. I've also got a 3-4 put calendar still from Monday. It was up a lot more earlier. I've taken I've taken off 12 of 22 lots, so I've got 10 left, and I'm up a few hundred. Yeah, up a couple hundred on these last ones. It was nice and centered earlier, but with this push up, it's kind of at the break even now. So I'll close that by the end of the day. Booked a nice profit overall so far on that trade anyway. So I think that is it for me. Yeah, that's it for me. So Chad, how's your day?
Let's see here. Well, one account, my TLC account, I had a 1 DTE that was up 15%. I put it on like 20 minutes after the bell when the VIX spiked up, and got really nice theta decay. It was up 15%. And then that push up happened, made it negative, and I closed it. See, I had a TLC trade, first off, my first trade was an Elmo. They hit profit target. My TLC trade, I was 5 cents away from hitting 20% profit target, and then the push up happened, stopped me out. So that was something that's happened quite a bit. See, I feel like I say this about every other day. Getting close to profit target and then get stopped. In my other account, same thing with the one DTE. Had a really nice profit going. Ended up closing it for a loss. I was up about 50% on a 4-lot TLC, and that move up. So I was up about $1,000 in that account, and then that move up happened, and I got stopped. Let's see, it was trading at about. Let's see, my stop was at 630, and it was trading at like 2. It was trading at like 220, and I'd closed one of my contracts. I was kind of letting it cook. Had 3 left. It's trading at about 220. I was gonna take some more off at $2, and then that push up happened, and I got stopped out. Instead of at 630, I got stopped out at 960. So, from 220 to 960 in a few seconds. So, obviously,
Yeah, my Elmo that I got stopped out on, when I was looking at Trade Steward, I saw like 24.5% profit that hadn't hit the profit target yet, and sure enough, right before it hit profit target, got that up move, stopped out.
Yeah. So it's like, what do you do? So I went from being up $1,000, up $1,000 to down $1,000 in that account in a few seconds. Did put on a TLC after that push up. I saw some consolidation, went wider again. I've been really trying to go wider. Collected $4 credit, and then this was my non-TLC account. Again, just 4 lots. Booked a really nice profit. Got all my money back. So I was back to about break even on that one. And then I did a discretionary Wooga, and I got one on in both accounts, just a couple lots. They're up 35%. So in my non-TLC account, I'm up about $150. So my TLC account's red again, but I kind of thought price might settle in the last hour or so, so I just did a 2-lot discretionary Wooga, and I'll probably just go ahead and close it out here pretty soon. It's at approaching 40% now.
As far as individual stocks go, biggest mover on my board is HIMS. Looks like Dick K must have put his order in because HIMS is up 15.5%. Welcome back, Dick K. I'm glad to have you back, my friend. HIMS has earnings coming up on, looks like 8/4. Not sure what got into HIMS today. Let's see if there's anything here. See anything? I don't know. It's up though. GM is up 8.5%. SMCI is up 4. PLTR is up 3. PLTR heading back up towards its all-time highs. Nvidia's up 2. All the chip stocks really rebounded, looks like, for the most part. AMD's up 2%, TSM up 2, ASML up 1.5. Crypto's getting hit. MSTR's down 3.5. Coin is down 2. I'm currently short CoreWeave. I like that. It's at lows. Just a handful of red stocks. Hood, Apple, Goog. Netflix is down 1%. I really thought we were going to get a little bit of a head fake with that EU tariff news. It made that big spike and then Both the NASDAQ, S&P, Russell all kind of spiked above pre-market highs. It kind of looked like a head fake. I didn't think we were going to get any follow through, but sure did. S&P, NASDAQ, new all-time highs. I bet Michigan is beautiful right now. It's sweltering. It's going to be like 110 heat index down here this weekend. I will be traveling to St. Louis, actually leaving tonight. From tonight until Sunday, my son's last baseball tournament of the year, thank goodness. By the way, Chad will be out tomorrow morning, so no live stream at the Open tomorrow morning. And then Chad will be doing Power Hour Thursday and Friday. Yes, sir, Sam. I will get to that here shortly. Tesla and Google after the bell today. Let me just see one other thing right quick here. So tomorrow morning before the market, so Google and Tesla after the market closes today, and then before the market opens tomorrow, unemployment claims, flash manufacturing and services PMI are the scheduled econ events. And of course, your daily Trump Daddy tweets, just to add a little more excitement to your life. All right, so I just got to keep an eye on CoreWeave here on my other monitor. Let me get that up, and then I'll check out Google and Tesla. Actually, let me just put in another profit target really quick here in case it makes a quick move down. Okay. All right, I just switched over to some headphones. Make sure you get, let me check my volume audio, make sure Discord didn't switch it up on me. You guys can hear me okay still? All right, so Tesla, currently at $333, all-time high is $488. It's been kind of oscillating between 360 and 275-ish here for the last couple months. Went up after last earnings, went down previous. What do you mean? I always look at daily charts. I actually drew that line because of what you said, Watson, but I was going to ask you, it didn't really look like it even got up to that area. Not quite close enough. Not as close as what you were showing. You probably had it drawn differently or whatever, but yeah, I did that because I was looking at what you were talking about. Anyway, so needless to say, I'm bullish. It's hard to fade this market right now, so I'm going to be doing a bullish play on Google and Tesla. Google is at 192, all-time high is 208. Gonna do the old bullish call fly. Google has an expected move of just over 10, so it's at 192, so 202-ish. So I use the 202 half as my short strike. So I'll do something like this here. Bullish bias, no risk to the upside. Try to get filled. Trying to get filled at $1.41. I'll post in the trades channel once I get filled. Chad got filled at $1.43. I got filled at $1.41. I win. I win, Chad. I'm going to make $2 more than you. Let me get this posted. SPX still chopping around, coming down a little bit. All right, so Tesla. Got a 21.5 point expected move, currently at 332, so 354-ish, 355-ish. Try to get filled on this one at $1.87. Filled. got both of those posted in the trades channel. Sonia, what happens if we do a bull fly and a bear fly? Well, you're going to have more risk on the outsides of each. So, for example, if we set up a put fly in Tesla, you're going to have risk in the middle, and you're going to have risk outside, depending on how you structure it, and then you're going to have the peaks around there. So I just choose a direction. These are just for fun, small position size. So this is not like really a core part of my trading here, just something to do on some of these actively traded stocks. Yeah, so for example on Tesla I got filled at, what did I get filled at? $1.87. Yeah, so $1.87 times 3 is $5.61, so that's my max risk. The one thing you have to be aware of is, if you hold this all the way till Friday, which it would be 0 DTE, these options are out of the money, and so, depending on where price is, you could get to a point where you have zero bid on one or all of the legs, and so and this is true for any iron condor, butterfly, or whatever. If price settles in between your long and your short, you let it expire, you're going to get assigned shares. Okay, so if price tanks and you're way down here, you could just let it expire and you're going to take max loss. But if you're anywhere in this area, if you're anywhere close to it, expiring between the lower long leg and your peak, your short, anywhere in here, you want to close it out, or close out the legs at least that have a bid, that have any risk. Otherwise, you will get assigned if it settles in between those two. Yeah, exactly. Goes for the same on the upside. Don't want to can't be between the short and the long. I don't like to buy options before. Oh, Lando, what happened to CoreWeave? It just spiked and came back down, or maybe that's a misprint. I don't like to buy options before earnings because you get a huge volatility crush after the earnings are released. It's like letting the air out of a balloon of the price of the options. So it'd have to make a pretty, outsized move for you to benefit. So not my thing. Well, it's a spread, Sonia, so you have short legs and long legs, so they can, depending on where it expires, they'll offset each other. But just understand, if it expires between the short and longs, you will get assigned. And keep in mind, the settlement price is not where the price closes. I've seen things make, now in stocks like Tesla or something super liquid, it's not as normal, but There's been situations where a price can move because it has till I think 4:30 Central, which is about an hour and a half after the market closes, where it actually settles, and sometimes there can be some wacky stuff that goes on. So it's where the price settles, not the price that you see on your chart where it closes. So if it's anywhere close, just get out. That's the bottom line. Russell is continuing to push new highs. S&P and NASDAQ kind of in a little choppy pullback. So same with a Rick, you're buying the options. So contracting IV works against it, which is what you get during earnings. Yeah, Jonathan, I've done calendars. I mean, obviously calendars are a little bit trickier in general because you're dealing with two expirations. But I've done. If you go to the earnings course, there's info about earnings calendars and doing pre-earnings calendars and a bunch of different types. But I don't do a whole lot of earnings trades anymore. Like I said, I just kind of do these for a little something to do. Probably because they have no bid. I guess the shorts would still. Well, what does your position look like in toss? Yeah, so close. Well, did it close one of the longs, or did it just take it off the profit target order? Yeah, so that's because that long has no bid. So it transitions so that it can just close the legs that have bids. And it just didn't fill. All right, we got about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and close my 3-4 put calendar. Sorry guys, I just realized I still had my audio on, so you just heard my toss chime. That was me, not you. You got filled on that bounce? People's Man, is that your... Oh, is that SPX or is that I thought maybe it's your earnings trade. Let me go ahead and get out of my remaining core weave. Did you put on a Rick and a Iron Condor at the same time, or did you kind of leg into that throughout the day? Yeah, figured so. Very nice. All right, total for day trading plus 1,459. Russell is ripping. So what's your question, People's Man? I don't know if you just joined, but I was just talking about how I don't buy premium before earnings because you get that volatility crash, which would work against you with a Rick. Is that what you're asking? The options are pumped up. Hey, Chad, I'm kind of hearing myself echo. I don't know if it's coming through your speakers. I meant to tell you that. I kind of hear that sometimes. Yeah, the options are juiced before earnings because of the uncertainty. And that's why the expected move is so much bigger than normal. So buying premium, obviously it can work if it has a really big move. But you get that big vol contraction right after the release, so I prefer selling. Oh, MOC incoming. I lost track of time. All right, small sell side. DDB is still nice and centered. Max profit today is only a little over 1,300. It's a lot of times closer to a couple thousand with 4 lots, but it's because they're so spread out. It's a little bit less today. You got filled on Mahomes before MOC. That's nice. I don't know why my analyze screen keeps scrunching it down like that, and then click off and click back on, and it kind of resizes. SPX 6354. All the banks are pushing higher. JPM, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America. PLTR, TSM, bouncing. Dick K, I will plan to read your novel with an open mind. Before I do it, though, who wrote it and what are they trying to sell? SPX heading up to highs. High of day and all-time highs. Oh, is this a Chat GPT creation? Yes. The green line, the random green line that I draw on my chart is just as accurate as VWAP. SPX, new all-time highs. Get back down, boy. No ripping today. Just a level of the managed risk ground, Dick K. Just the level. Just another level. A level is a level is level. VWAP works. Go back down under 55. NDX did not creep up to a new high of day. Russell's acting the strongest by far. Russell's up at 1.5%. SPX is up about 0.75%. Nasdaq's only up about a third. SPX got up to a high of 57, just hovering around 55. Chad, that's not what you want to see. I'll take 50. A little under 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes. Got a DDB pin yesterday on a peak. If we can go under 55, it'll be another 2 days in a row. My bet is up. Put my money where my mouth is. Going up. 2 minutes. Currently at 56. I think Google hits new all-time high. I think we gap up to about 220 in Goog. No, I already entered my Google Butterfly. No changes. Oh, new high of day, 57, 58. "20 seconds. Back down to 56. 57. There's your 58. 50. Oh. So you didn't get locked. So you did better than if you would have gotten locked in. Right. But even 59 you should have made more than $100 per lot, which is what you would have made if you got locked. Okay, so about the same. DDB, not a max profit, but looks like about a little under $1,000. All right, all, that is a wrap for the day. Enjoyed spending my power hour with you all, especially you, Dick K. Don't be a stranger. I miss you. Like I said, no live stream in the morning. And then Chad will be doing power hour tomorrow and Friday. Everybody have a good night. Talk to you soon. Talk to you later.